Hey guys, Happy New Year! I'm coming to you on Groundhog Day to tell you that it is no longer Groundhog Day in the Niagara real estate market. 2020, as we know, was quite the year. Had big changes in the world, but also in the real estate market, things escalated real quickly. So 2020 took on its own kind of flavor, and then when we got into 2021, it seemed to be more of the same. When we got into the beginning of 2022, it looked like it was going to be the same once again, but 2.0. Things went really extreme at the beginning of the year, and then as we got into spring of 2022, things really quickly shifted. And in 2023, things are quite different than they were from 2020. It's no longer Groundhog Day. So I thought I'd give you a few tips on how to navigate the current real estate market, how to go about doing real estate in 2023. First of all, exercise patience. Things do take a little bit longer to sell now. Buyers as well, you have more time and more choice, more listings to look at to be able to navigate what you really want to buy, and also to take your time in making that decision. Also, have a good dose of realism. Prices are different. They're not what they were in the peak of 2022, so it's really important to be realistic about your price from the get-go if you're going about selling a house this year. Another thing to be careful about is timing, and that's always the case. Do you buy first and sell later, or do you sell first and then look for something to buy? In 2020 and 2021, it was generally you look for something to buy first, lock down that home, and then you throw your home on the market. And it might not take longer than 1 or 2 weeks to sell. But these days, things take longer to sell, and it could be a different scenario of potentially selling first and then buying, and maybe finding a backup plan just in case you need a place to live. And finally, inform yourself of what's out there. Prices at the beginning of this year are still kind of all over the place. I think there are some people who are still believing they can achieve peak 2022 prices, and there's others who are a lot more realistic. So it's important to inform yourself and know what your good comparables are out there to be able to really buy in and find a good value for your money. And the best way to inform yourself, chat with an agent. If you want an agent to chat with, find me on NaomiKnightRealEstate.com. I'm just happy we're getting out of Groundhog Day.